Pensacola is a great area, but it also boasts a rich history that actually dates back prior to any other city in the entire United States. Believe it or not, Pensacola was the very first settlement of the United States. It even predates St. Augustine. Now, with that past, it has also drummed up a whole lot of rich history, beautiful architecture, and you can still find yourself into a historic home in the area today. Now, if you're looking for a home that's historic and has some age to it, the first place you would probably want to check out is downtown Pensacola. Now, this is going to be the best part of the city as far as walkability goes. You're going to find many different businesses, restaurants, bars, and there's always going to be something going on, whether it be events like gallery night, you have the farmers market every weekend. You also have great parades and different things like Mardi Gras that go straight through the heart of the city. It's an excellent area if you want to be close to everything, but most often the homes are attached units and there's very few single family homes, and the prices do tend to be a little bit higher in the area. But if you can afford it, it's a great area with a rich history where you can find vibrant homes with all kinds of great architecture. Everything from Victorian to Craftsman to mid-century homes can be found in there. Now, moving along to the east of that, the area known as East Hill. You can find that basically east of 9th Avenue all the way to about the Bayou area. It stretches north to about Belmont, but the boundaries are a little bit disputed. Another great place you can find homes as early as the 1800s. Now, this area also has a lot going on as far as things to do. There's different bars and restaurants. You have Alga Brewing. You have the oldest bar in town, Wisteria. You have great restaurants, food trucks like Brown Bagger, a historic Jay's Bakery, which is one of the best bakeries in town. And there's also one of the best parks in town over at Bayview Park. It's a waterfront park, beautiful views, pickleball courts, tennis courts, lots of green grass for taking pets around. They constantly do Zumba classes and different events, and they make good use of the waterfront by renting out things like glow kayaks, paddle boards, and different things to get some leisure activity. Now, the homes, they start in the low 200,000s and they do go up from there, but you can find a little bit better value than downtown. It's an awesome location if you want to find some of the oldest, most unique homes in the city. Now, if you want to head a little bit east from there, you can also find the great area known as East Pensacola Heights. Now, this is going to basically start right at that bayou cutoff of East Hill. And essentially, it's going to go all the way down along Scenic in that bay view there. There's plenty of different single-family options and historic homes, but you also have a nice mix of condos such as Bay View and Bay Winds. You even have places like Spyglass and a bunch of different more affordable options if you can't go towards a traditional single-family home. There's also great restaurants there. You have Apple Market, which is one of the best supermarkets in the area. You also have historic places, like Jerry's Drive-In. You even have Scenic Highway 90 Cafe. So, a lot of options within walking distance, a lot of great houses, and a little bit better value than East Hill and downtown. So, the prices start anywhere from around about $187,000, and you can even find condos for slightly less. Now, moving north of there, we have North Hill, another great historic area, and it's actually been preserved as a historic area in many parts. So all of the guidelines have to be followed to keep it into that kind of historic charm that you love. A lot of Victorian, mid-century, some of the most unique woodwork, wraparound porches, craftsman homes that you've ever seen. So they do get a little bit more pricey in that area. Most in the historic zones are going to be, topping out over about $500,000. However, some of those homes are some of the most beautiful, unique, and preserved homes in the area. Now, there's not a whole lot of new construction, being that there are guidelines, but you can find a nice historic home in the area, and they even go back to as far as the 1800s. Now, the last place that you might want to look for a home that's going to be historic is going to be downtown Milton. Now, this is going to be just outside of Pensacola technically, but it's once again one of the oldest areas of town. Now, the actual city was incorporated in 1844. It's got a rich history, and that downtown area is truly beautiful. You have a nice walk right downtown where you can go straight along the Blackwater River. There's a great little sitting area and a nice little sidewalk that'll take you through a bunch of businesses and beautiful views. Now, you can get a little bit better value in downtown Milton with homes starting as low as about $140,000. So it's a great option for the folks that don't want to be right in Pensacola, but they still want that nice historic charm. And to top it all off, you have great things like the Railroad Museum, and there's even a butterfly exhibit if you're into nature. So all these different areas could be a great option for you. We'll be happy to help you find whatever house in whichever one of these neighborhoods might stick out to you most. Give us a call here at Realty Masters and we'll take care of you and find that historic gem that you've been after.